Welcome to the Popcorn Talk Network, for the online broadcast network that features movie discussion, news, and interviews. Press 1.
Popcorn Talk. We talk movies.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Matt Key, Cojandro, and Jaden LaBelle. Thanks for joining us for our live watch-along of Captain America, the First Avenger. Not the last, not the second, but the first.
He might be the last too, but he claimed first.
You know what? Actually, he could be the last.
We
like,
don't know.
Everyone else dies except for Captain America. He's
don't
the
know.
first. He's the Alpha and Omega.
He's the Avenger.
He could be the Omega
We don't know.
of Avengers. We don't know. We don't know. The MCU's not done yet. Something tells me that they're not going to kill everybody
Just Chris
except
Evans,
for
just
Captain
holding
America.
On, just holding on real tight.
It's that shield. That
Yeah,
shield
real important.
keeps them safe. Anyway, we have the movie already queued up. We're going to tell you. We're going to count down from 3 when we start it, and then you can start it along with us. And if you've never seen a watch along before, we are just going to watch the movie. That's literally. We're going to watch the movie, and we're going to make some commentary on it, and we're going to have a good time. So forgive us. We've got our computers because we've also got our live show at 1:30. We're still kind of finishing up some prep for that, but we promise we will be watching this movie and making commentary. So we're very good at multitasking. So, are you guys ready?
Ready.
Oh, are we watching a movie? Is that what?
Yeah. You're just going to watch cat videos on YouTube on your phone
And comment on those and how
and
they
comment on
correlate.
those and how hilarious they are.
Like,
while
these are so funny.
yeah.
Stuck at this
Captain
lame live
America.
stream.
Stuck at this this super lame watch along.
It is the
No,
first
but really, I'm
Avenger.
super excited. I've actually never seen it.
You never seen the
Wait,
first Cap?
what?
No, I've never seen the first one, so I'm so stoked, and this is going to be like, people are going to be watching me like a genuine first reaction
so
to
cool.
this.
That's actually really cool.
I had no
I didn't know
idea.
that.
We did this
That's-
on purpose.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we totally knew
Like,
that.
what? No way.
What?
How
We're-
convenient.
We pulled
Ne-
it. We thought you were an expert on the first movie.
thought you were there
You
on
were
set
the source.
every day.
Yeah.
Damn, like, because I brought you in because I thought you were going to be the expert. Like, Coy and I know nothing.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
None of us have seen this movie.
Oh, my God.
I just do
Oh,
Marvel
well.
movie news out of hope. I'm a phase 2 on guy.
All right. We're going to... Is your computer on mute, by the way?
That's
It's muted?
really- oh,
It's
you
muted?
know.
We just want to make sure.
Let's
Sure.
mute everything, Laura.
Yeah, make sure all of our phones are off and everything, so we don't want to be those annoying people in the theater.
PC's confused me. I
All
promise nothing.
All right, you ready? I'm going to hit the play button in 3, 2, 1, play. Wait, play. It's not
Oh,
playing.
oh,
Th-
no.
It's playing.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, it's Electra.
Wilson Fisk!
Turn it off. Turn it
What a
off.
surprise!
Oh, no, it's Transformers. This is the wrong movie.
Oh God, we all just no.
Oh,
Can't
this,
even
uh,
handle it.
that's
Ooh,
right,
It's a
first-
Paramount film,
Well, this is when this is before Disney bought
right?
them.
Yeah.
So
by
this
like
is,
3 movies.
Is it normally the castle at the beginning? and
Well,
the-
it's lately been the
Yeah.
castle because Disney bought them, but
Disney's
this
just-
is back in the day when Marvel Studios had their distribution with
Paramount.
Paramount.
Oh.
Yeah, like the first Iron Man movie came out, and that
I
was
think the
Paramount.
first 3 were
Hulk.
Yeah, we're all Paramount.
Yeah.
And just real quick before the movie starts, who is Captain America? Just real fast. Just quick.
He's a guy. He's old. He then is young, and then old, and then
Perfect.
science.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
All
just
right.
science.
Got it.
Also, his name is Steve Rogers.
Got
he has
it.
a friend named Bucky.
Aw, is it like a dog and a boy and their
Yep.
friendship?
It's like Homeward Bound, but with
Yeah.
superheroes.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it's
I'm
all-
gonna
it's
love
always-
this. I have a feeling.
It's always really funny whenever Bucky shows up because he's like a dude, and he's like, "Hey, Captain America, there's trouble over there. I need your help." And he's like, "What is it, boy? What is it? Are you trying to tell me there's trouble? Are you trying to tell me there's
Their
trouble?"
whole relationship is just that.
And Bucky's like, "Yes. Why do you talk that way to me? I'm a dude. I'm telling you, there's trouble." I actually think this was really smart to start it this way.
Oh, 100%. And having the shield at the end of the other one.
Yeah. Though I will say that it's kind of funny because in Incredible Hulk, there's that one. I think it was actually ended up being a cut scene, but there's a part where Hulk goes out and screams at the Arctic or something like that, and you see the shield in the ice.
Oh, that's great.
Like, but I
Oh,
think
I've
they
seen a
ended up
screenshot
cutting
of
it.
that somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it wouldn't work here.
That's true. This whole opening has to, yeah. See, his shield's actually 80 feet tall. That's his shield he's standing on. It's a weird move they did.
I love this little gizmo cutting through the ice.
Whoa. That is cool. It's been Earth all along.
The Earth is a hollowed out ship. My God.
We've been on Earth this entire time.
Oh, Alien vs. Predator. I saw that movie.
I've seen this one.
They look like Riot Patrol.
It'd be cool if they were AIM just for no reason.
Or Men in Black 2.
Yeah.
That would be way cool.
They should totally cross it over with 21 Jump Street. I think that'll do well. Oh, that's too real. 'Cause it's real. When was this?
This movie?
Yeah. The actual
Um,
year. I remember like
I think it's like 2010,
2011.
2011.
5 years ago. Half a decade, you guys.
Well, and that makes sense because the next year was Avengers, which
Mhm.
they had just started filming when this movie came out.
Right,
They were in
it's
production when this movie was
Crazy
in
how much
theaters.
Avengers changed. Like everything.
Yeah.
Cinema, movies, Marvel.
Yeah. Well, and like the Avenger, like the wild success of Avengers is where like DC's like, oh,
Perhaps we should put an Avengers
maybe we
movie
should
out
get into
and
this.
then spread it out.
Yeah.
Seeing Batman tonight.
I'm waiting until next week, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I want to see it. I want to enjoy it, but I also I feel like Warner Brothers and DC have kind of been mean to Marvel.
So cool. Oh, 100%.
Whoa.
Like,
Oh no, I'm buying a ticket to Deadpool. But I'm seeing Batman tonight. Don't get me wrong.
yeah, I just feel like they've been mean to Marvel, and I don't want to give them opening weekend money.
That's fair.
Like,
All right, into
I
that.
want to support them.
I
but-
loved this guy from Harry Potter being in this
Oh,
so
yeah.
much. I should know his name. He's fantastic. He's such a good character actor.
Filch, Argus Filch.
Yeah. That's his name. True
Yeah,
life.
that's his name. I also love that this is kind of like the movie that strangely starts bringing kind of the mystical
Yeah, well, because
in it.
all
Like
the older...
they kind of like make it sciencey and everything else. But you know, I also think that Joe Johnston was the most perfect choice to direct this movie.
Uh-huh. I don't know why I didn't like it in theaters. I'm really curious rewatching it now. I was telling you before we started airing, this is probably my least favorite Marvel movie.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought me in for this, guys.
Welcome to potentially the suck. No,
Yeah, and I
it's still a
apologize
good
for
movie.
I'm legit like enjoying. I'm like, all right,
Transfixed.
let's get into this. Let's.
That Goonies flavor.
Yeah, like Joe
Evil
Johnston.
Germans, I'm in.
Yeah, evil German Nazis.
I think that
Perfect.
this and Iron Man 3 are the two weakest for me.
Yeah, and Iron Man 3 like had so much fun potential, but I just feel like it fell apart, like after the twist in the middle.
Yeah, it just didn't. I don't know. See, DC fans, there are things we don't like too.
Marvel's not perfect.
No,
We love Marvel.
they're close to perfect.
They're close to perfect. If 100 is perfection, Marvel's 90's like 97.
Yeah, they're doing all right.
Yeah. Yeah, Joe Johnston was the one who did The Rocketeer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that aesthetic is perfect for this.
Oh, absolutely.
Like that sort of like retrofuturism and, like.
And this is probably the only cat movie we'll get that's majority in the past. So it's good that they
Yeah.
did it.
And I think like the like success of this and like I don't know if it was like critically acclaimed or anything like that. I can't remember, but
I
like
guess they could have got someone who wasn't a dead guy to protect that, like the Hulk
Ideas.
or just
Passing along
there's-
generation to generation.
This dead guy will look after this.
He got this, bro.
You got this, right? It's like
German Agent Smith is not having new Neo. Just not having it.
maybe a safe or like I don't know. They have those fireproof ones. Nazi.
But they got a Nazi tank. Like you can't really.
I mean, they would be looking for it in some kind of creepy tomb. Maybe they could have hid it in like,
Disneyland. Once Disney
hiding
owned
in
them.
plain sight, just with a bunch of prop ones.
So the Tree of Life from Thor is this tree here.
Yggdrasil.
So that's a pretty cool little beginning of tie-in world.
Yeah, I mean the movies weren't really super tying in at this point.
No, they were.
It's
fairly
kind of weird to
independent.
like go back and rewatch stuff and
The Avengers made them all begin to,
yeah.
which makes sense as a comic standpoint. But it's interesting for me. My problem with this movie, I think, is how excited I was on paper. Like, I thought Hugo Weaving would be the perfect Red Skull. I thought, like you said, Joe Johnston. Like, the pacing for this film just never really brought me into it. And I can't pinpoint why.
It's like the Pulp Fiction. Do they ever show it?
Yeah. It's the Tesseract.
This began the whole Infinity Stone.
No, blow my mind.
You're seeing it all backwards.
Whoa, guys, I'm starting from the bottom.
Now you're here.
You started at the top and now you're spinning down.
I'm spiraling down.
Oh, you killed Filch. And I kind of, well, I mean, that's just awesome, like to see the blood splatter on the Hydra symbol, but I love that he's just that much of an asshole. Like, he's like I won't kill them. Never mind, I will kill them. Like, I just love it.
The CGI in this is still incredible. It holds up so well.
Yeah. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, like, when you go back and start at these early ones, like if you watch like the first Harry Potter versus the other one, it's like so bad, and this one's really tolerable.
Yeah, like
and good. It's like I didn't even think of that.
They just erased Chris Evans's body.
Yeah.
And that looks good.
Yeah, like they had 2 actors for this, right? Because they had the skinny guy standing in.
Yeah, but most of it is just them CGI erasing Chris Evans.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like, they replaced his body with another actor's actual body, so they shot that guy's body like against a plate, like, and yeah.
That's still amazing, though. That's still a lot of amazing work that goes into that.
And like his face doesn't look.
And that poor actor that has to be like, okay, you're gonna be the wimpy, puny version.
Yeah.
Pre-super soldier Steve
Yeah, like
Rogers.
you're gonna be like the worst.
What's funny is I wonder how much he got. Like, I wonder if he gets residuals, because, like...
Oh, he must.
Well, but the thing is, like, I think SAG says, like, you get residuals if you're recognizable.
Right.
And we don't see this kid's face.
That isn't like Perlmutter days. He probably did save some money with some paying him extra rates. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, he probably
got,
I'm
sure he's not, like, he's, struggling.
I'm
sure he's not somewhere. He's not living somewhere in Van Nuys. Like, man, I hope I book another gig soon.
I was Cap's body.
It's Cap's body, and now I'm working at IKEA.
Well, what's his name was Josh Pence was Armie Hammer's body in Social Network, and they gave him a separate credit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he was in it a lot.
Actually, it would be interesting to see if they give the body credit, and like, I've actually never.
We'll watch them credits. Yeah, moment.
I love the trailer callback to that, like for Civil War.
Made me so happy.
And like the fact that like I don't know, like I love that we started off like when we saw that we're like, oh man, he becomes a Winter Soldier. But like when we saw this movie, we're like, there's no way that they'll ever do that. And then he died, and then it's like,
yeah,
like oh my god, they're doing Winter Soldier. Like
yeah,
they
there's
actually
a lot of
pulled
cool
him
surprises.
back. Like,
Swan Pride said it's funny how people complain how the CGI'd muscles on Chris Evans looked fake.
What?
But it's the opposite. People were complaining that the CGI and his muscles looked fake, but it was CGI skinny him that was fake.
Oh, that's so funny.
Because he got crazy big.
Because his muscles weren't CGI'd, were they?
No. It's just Chris Evans being a boss.
This is a movie where I think everyone had like began their love affair with Hayley Atwell too.
Oh, absolutely. And it's also interesting to see Chris Evans before he fully he turned down the role of Captain America 3 times. Like he did not
Did he
want
really?
it. Yeah, he was not going to do it. He didn't want that kind of public persona because like as soon as you become a superhero, it changes your whole life. And John Krasinski was effectively cast. And then after Robert Downey Jr. and Marvel and a bunch of people sat him down, he's like, okay, I'll do it. But it's interesting to see how much more he loves the character in the second film.
Yeah.
Like he's happy. I mean, he's killing it in this.
I love
that. Oh yeah,
the Jim Hammond. So that's the original Human Torch
from the 1940s.
From the 1940s.
That costume.
Okay.
So that's one of the timely comics, like before Marvel Comics classic superheroes.
It's
so
Marvel
nice
number 1.
A nice little throwback to like where we are with things.
Yeah.
What the timeline is.
Dominic Cooper is Howard Stark.
He's perfect too. Like he kills this role.
He's Preacher Man.
I can't wait for that,
so
dude.
Excited.
I can't wait for that.
It's weird how much that looks like a friend of ours, Brett. It looks just like Brett to me.
Oh, Delby. Oh shit, I see it.
I love that Clara Oswald is in this too. The future Doctor Who
Oh, right.
companion. I also like the slight Iron Man nod, like the red thing hovering. Like,
Yep. I love how Stark is apparently genetic. That smugness is passed along.
yeah. Oh, this is a great little device too. Seeing how he just doesn't fit.
So good. Every movie he's in, just killing it.
Yeah. Oh, he's perfect.
Apparently he wanted to do this just because he's always wanted to have a German accent.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Stanley Tucci was like, can I be German?
It's like, I could do it.
In.
And he's perfect for this role too. Like, very smart and straightforward, but
lovable instantly.
lovable. Yeah, like you immediately trust him, and he looks like Erskine.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the casting, I mean, Marvel's casting's always been top-notch.
Boom.
Can't wait to see their bromance in Civil War.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that today. Joe Russo has a quote
Yep.
saying that this is Civil
Love
War is a
story.
love story between but it's like a bro love story.
Yeah,
like I think that's kind of
romantic love story.
It's
Yeah.
bro love. It's the purest of all loves,
Yeah.
guys. It's
bro love.
Civil War bromance.
It's just pure and simple and
And it all began here.
and also this
In the
is
First
the
Avenger
origin story of
of love.
romances.
It's true, 1940s bromance. I love the it's illegal to falsify an enlistment form as he's about to...
Oh. You better get out of there, bro. Go hook up with your bro.
The set design of this movie is gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's so
well, but
pretty.
like even as gorgeous as it is and as like time period appropriate it is, there's also still like a sort of stylized polish to it.
Oh, absolutely. There's a future flavor in its
Yeah.
classicness, and I love that.
If that's what you meant.
So I've got to kill you now, right?
I love making him German. That's such a great...
I love how simple that is. Like he's like, yes, it is a test. Yeah.
Or Nazis. Mostly Nazis.
Chris Evans is so perfect. His cap.
scary music.
Did you forget there's other stuff happening?
Did you forget this jerk?
We got Nazis. Hydra Nazis.
I love this, and like that immediate reveal of Arnim Zola
Oh,
is
it's so perfect.
good.
Such a great comic nod instantly.
Yeah, like it's an instant nod. It's like an instant like, in case you don't know who Arnim Zola is, here's a warped face to
And
help
only
you out.
comic fans care or
Yeah.
like have that moment.
I remember like watching this in the theater and going like, "Oh, it's Arnim Zola!" Like,
And everyone was like, "Shut up! We're trying to
They're
watch
like,
Captain
we're trying to watch the
America."
movie.
What's
I'm like,
Arnim Zola?
Like what? Oh,
don't you
it's-
guys get it? It's Arnim Zola.
And then in Winter Soldier,
They're
just up
taking
their
all
game.
the special people to the theater today.
He's just making up
It
words
was a
again.
field trip.
Have you seen Winter Soldier?
No, I've not. Bring me back for that, because I gotta watch that.
Oh my goodness.
You're just enjoying this
Jaden.
whole ride.
I know, you gotta
When you
bring me
watched
back.
Avengers, were you
Listen,
just
it
like,
would
"Who are
be a
these people?"
disservice to me and to everyone if you brought me in for this and just left me like that. Just dropped
What
me off on the
happens
street.
next?
Just, all right, good luck.
Good luck. Have
Hope
a
you
good
make
time.
it.
And then you see Civil War and be like, oh, these characters I just met last week.
I was like, oh, I remember that guy.
Good old Winter Soldier.
I actually really like Hugo Weaving as
Oh, I
Red Skull.
I like, I don't know, I like the idea of him more than the execution of him. Winter Soldier is my tied for first my favorite comic movie.
I hear that one's really good. I've been doing a lot of the reading on all of the, because I want to be ready for Civil War.
Yeah, you got to.
So I've
check
been,
it out.
that one was really cool. Just from what I've, little bits and pieces that I've read of it. And I'm like, okay, so I'm sort of just going backwards through it.
Hey guys, as the voice of Doom,
Whoa.
Voice of Doom!
I have to tell you, seeing Peggy Carter in action, going back to where it all began, is incredible.
Yeah, it's
It's
pretty.
how
her
far they
intro is
brought
so
her.
good.
Yeah, like the fact that like she just starts off here doing this little bitty role, you know,
And it
and
was
then
so instantly perfect.
you know we see her in Winter Soldier, and she has her own TV show now, and she's appeared in Ant-Man. Like it's the same. It's the exact same kind of thing that they did with Coulson, like where he was like, oh, he's just like a suit in Iron Man, and then he became the glue that held all of like Phase
Right,
2
you never
or
knew
Phase
it
1
was a
together. Yeah.
It's good casting. Forgot I had coffee. I'm so excited.
Just like all the other soldiers forgot about Steve Rogers.
Just like this is my super soldier serum.
Oh, it's so cute. And his helmet doesn't even fit.
Bullies.
He doesn't like
But
bullies.
he's the
Or
strongest.
Nazis. We went over this.
It'd be funny if like Chris Evans like or Steve Rogers like killed everyone in his platoon for being bullies.
Just comes back. I don't like
Bunch
bullies.
of bullies. Yeah, they're like, what happened? I don't like bullies.
Super soldier serum.
This is unironically one of my favorite parts of the movie.
Oh, it's so good.
Like it shows everything.
Oh, were they gonna Mulan it? Like he's gonna be the one that gets the flag or something?
Oh, way better.
But he's small and squirrely enough to do it.
brains over brawn.
I'll make a man out of you.
17 years. First one.
Like, I love that he just doesn't even say anything. He's like, "There's your flag." Getting in the Jeep.
There you go, boss.
Later.
I got the
did
flag
it.
for you.
But I just like that says so much about Captain America, like Steve Rogers' character of like sometimes you don't have to
You gotta think.
fight.
He's a
like
Use your brain, not your brawn.
Tactical genius. And then
Beat
when
up
he
the
gets brawn,
bullies.
he's both.
Yeah, he's
Rob,
strategic.
I agree with Rob Nips. The comic version of Steve before Civil War was pretty annoying. I agree the movies made the characters that were lesser known and lesser loved better. I like Iron Man more post movies. I
Yeah.
like Cap more post movies. Marvel just didn't. Marvel sold their big guns because they needed the money, and then they just kept these guys, and then they turned them into their big guns.
Yeah,
It's incredible.
And now they're their big guns. Like,
There's your Men in Black reference. Tommy Lee Jones just being in this.
Oh, yeah, just him being in it.
Just being here.
He's like, look into my pen.
This is all a Men in Black flashback.
There's got to be a good fan fiction out there
Oh, there's got to be.
of like this is before and like because the timelines sort of fit.
Oh, so many great Cap moments.
yeah, there really are. And I love this callback. Oh, and she's in love.
And then
I love that.
Bruno Mars, I would catch a grenade for you. Plays.
Bucky comes in.
And they just throw a bunch
hair
of
blowing in the wind.
Yeah, I just love that he keeps saying like, "Is this a test?"
Is this
Like,
a test?
"Is this a test?" I just love it. Like, I mean, the CGI here is ridiculous.
I'm enjoying this more this viewing. Much like
because
Avengers.
you've got us.
That's true. I literally, I'm ashamed to admit it, I fell asleep during this film when I saw it in theaters.
Oh, you're a fool.
Fully fell asleep.
You're a fool.
Just the worst. But this is my Blu-ray we're watching. I have seen it since. I'm not a bad person.
No, this is your Blu-ray. I don't even own the Blu-ray. I went to buy it yesterday. Wasn't a Target. I couldn't find it.
It's too much.
Everyone wants it.
success.
So we're watching this in honor of Civil War coming out. So we'll be watching Winter Soldier sometime between now and like the 1st of May, which is a Jonathan Colton song. If you've never heard of the 1st of May, 1st of May.
That's right, tangents.
But I can't sing the rest of that song because we can't say bad words.
That's true. That's true.
Or we try not to.
We'll
we
be
don't want to.
introducing Jaden to Winter Soldier at some point in April.
But do you already have your tickets for Civil War?
I do not because I'm not sure how I'm gonna see it. I haven't decided if I'm doing IMAX, iPick, some other eye.
Yeah,
Some other eye.
I've already got my tickets for
You're an El Capitan.
El Capitan.
man.
Yeah. Oh, I love this whole.
I love the Hitler parallels making it.
Yeah.
Politicians are on the Hitler word all the time. This one used it right.
Yeah. I think one of the best and maybe even like most underrated aspects of this film is its like stylized aesthetic. Like,
oh, it's beautiful.
I just like there's like yes, it's the 40s, but like it's just like there's just such a like strange polish to it. Like
It's
this
the ghost
like
of 40s past.
yeah, it's like this strange like neo-futurism, like or retrofuturism. Sorry, like, and I just love it. Yeah, Tucci is loving this German accent.
Oh, he's just living in it.
Do you think he just did it literally the entire like on
Just
set,
walking
just
around,
always
home
like
to his wife.
you know, like
Oh man, I would.
He's full.
I would.
Freud
I would be
all the
so
time.
where's
annoying.
Crafty? Can they
I would be so annoying if I was a character actor.
apologize for my terrible German accent?
Swan Pride said, being German, I love how they handle the Nazi theme in this movie. Most American movies do it so badly. I agree. I like
Yeah.
the line about them being the first country they invaded that was their own. That was great.
Yeah. Well, you know, one of my close friends.
Oh, you just wrote that too. I agree with your last sentence.
One of my closest friends is this guy named Simon Bamberger from Germany, and the very first time he ever came out here, he was working with me, and I'd never met him before. So the first time I meet him is as sort of his adversary into America. Hey, yeah, come crash at my place. We'll get to know one another. I'll show you LA. So the next morning I'm playing Call of Duty and we're fighting Nazis.
As you do.
He comes out and he's like, this is a fun game, man. Play with you. And I was like, well, yeah, I mean, you can, but we're killing you.
You'd be aware.
And my roommates at the time
It was
were just
an awkward situation.
And he just laughed it off and goes, no, you're not killing Germans. You're killing Nazis. And I was like, I love you for that.
That's great.
And
this movie being Captain America and being this big, broad spectrum, the American patriotic dream, and having them handle Germans and Nazis correctly is a cool thing that Marvel did. They made sure of it.
Yeah, because it's politics. It's not it's not that they're Germans. They are a particular political faction within this country, and I think that's a very important thing to distinguish. And it's unfortunate that so much of the world, I feel like it's 2016, we've moved past it, hopefully, but I do feel like there's still a portion of the world who attributes Germany with Nazis.
And there's
always going to be a small group that is like that, but it's just important to just to know in your heart and your head that it's not factual. That's not the reality that we live in 2016. But there's, that exists in some places.
Other countries, please don't perceive us for a certain political state that I'm not going to comment on further, because I don't make these choices, and we're sorry. I love not showing. The reveal of Red Skull is so cool.
Yeah. I love the painter has the best. I just love that. He's just oh thank God.
And he's got only red, all the colors on his little
are just different hues of red.
Just only his red and black.
So this isn't thread enough. I'd cut it myself and put my blood and
Please don't hurt me. She is so gorgeous.
Yeah,
it's a very flattering kind of filter too. They have on the old timey,
retro 40s. But she looks period appropriate, and she has
no, she's absolutely
this poise
gorgeous.
And nest she also seems like the coolest chick. I love how she is with fans and social media and stuff.
Yeah, well, and all the lip sync stuff that she does, whatever.
Hayley Atwell seems awesome.
I've heard nothing but good about her.
Same, and that's always nice. Chris Evans too, for that matter. Boston.
Is he?
Yeah. Anyone from Boston, I just have to fin my sentence with Boston.
I gotcha.
John Krasinski is too, and I liked that the last two up for Captain America were from the founding fathers' home, the world of.
I think they have to be from Boston.
Yeah, it's just.
I mean, they couldn't be from.
Meredith still refusing to accept that Chris. Remember that
What's
saga
that?
Of Meredith always saying that Chris Evans was from Canada? There was 6 episodes in a row where she
oh
was
my God, really?
I
didn't remember that.
From Canada. I was like, no, that's not a thing.
I did not remember that.
Swan Pride once again. I also like that Peggy is also interested in him at this point. It's not just the abs. I agree. I love their little romance. It's so cute.
I very much love that. You can see the moment she falls in love with him is when he jumps on the grenade.
Mm-hmm. And the scene where she touches his pack that was in all the trailers and stuff. According to the trivia track on this, that was an actual her being flustered. She was actually taken aback and that wasn't planned. Her reaching out wasn't scripted. It was her being oh. So Hayley Atwell actually was dim pecs dope.
Oh, that's really awesome.
Isn't that great? So they
that's
caught that
really
moment
cool.
On camera. Your actors are great when your trailer moments are ad-libbed.
Well, and that just makes her so much more human and cool. Where it's just she's on set and she's oh Jesus.
Well, and also she's so she's rugged and tough and strong and poised. To see her break for a second because of her feelings and then go back to poised is such a great Agent Carter moment.
Well, and it brings chemistry to it.
Right.
There's so much chemistry to that. Oh God, this is straight out of the comics.
Mm-hmm. I'm liking this more. All right, team. First Avenger's better than I remembered.
I mean, this is a perfect mix of the very first Captain America comic from 1940,
right,
and the Ultimates origin sorts of look.
I agree, and Brubaker's run, which is the Winter Soldier. Harry Waterhouse. Are they using Red Skull in any more movies? I don't know if this has already been asked. Apparently, Hugo Weaving did not like working with Marvel and DC, Marvel and now Disney, but that has changed a lot lately with like the promoter Kevin Feige thing. So maybe, I know they didn't used to pay their actors as well as they might be now, and I know that like a lot of contracts have changed. So I don't think he's obligated to, but I don't know.
I really don't think they will.
I don't think
they will.
I'd put money on him not because
they don't like Hugo or whatever else. I just don't feel like they need to.
Mm-hmm.
Like character-wise, like they've
Red
got.
Skull's so good in the comics, and he's such a big powerhouse, over-enveloping character.
Yeah, but like I think like his legacy
yeah.
is more important than the character.
I agree.
Like I mean, because you've got like Shield, you've got Arnim Zola, then you've got Alexander Peters like following in his legacy, the Hydra legacy,
Right, but he's not a gray amorphous blob with minions, and I respect that about him.
Very true. Very true.
Minions?
Minions. Oh, your favorite.
The only thing scarier than Minions is Bitmoji, as we learned.
I love that joke. Did you save any of that schnapps? Not as much as I should have. Like they do a great job of humanizing everybody. Like
yeah, and tying in the history. Like Howard Stark being in this is so great because it's comic relevant, but it also brings audiences in to show like Tony Stark's legacy.
Well, and like you start to see the formation of Shield and stuff like that with this, where like now like some of the rumors are like a lot more of the movies are going to start covering that kinds of stuff. Like even Doctor Strange is like apparently taking place somewhat in the 60s,
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know.
So, at least like some drafts of the script have had elements of that.
I love the cinematography in this film.
Yeah. Do you know who the cinematographer is?
I don't, but they did a damn fine job.
I also love that there's like, what is a Vita Ray?
The DP is Shelley Johnson. I've never heard of Shelley Johnson. Let me look that.
Like Vita Rays, that's like what they said in the 40s. Like
yeah.
It's such a ridiculous sounding term.
And you're into it. You're like, okay, Vita Rays.
I'm like, Vita Rays, yep, let's do it.
Seems like a thing you'd need.
I love like just that little touch. Like it's so. It just shows like so much love and compassion and like hope and like comfort. Like it's so. Say goodbye to that puny body, Steve Rogers. And like that's such a like, I don't know, like that's such a like, I don't know, like a good old boy sort of like 1940s soldier joke.
His jokes are very Cap appropriate. Like they're not snarky, they're not Iron Man, they're not self-humility, they're not Bruce Banner. Every line in this is really well crafted.
Yeah.
Good script.
It's a very solid characterization. That like the characters are just so. I think they're very well fleshed out in this. I feel that. I love this. I can do it.
Yes.
I love that everything is Stark branded.
Yeah,
like even like the secret government facility, he's still got Stark branding. Like I love it. What is a Vita Ray? Like it's so comic booky and pulpy, but it's just like, yep, Vita Rays, we're doing it.
When a movie looks like this, you can do that.
Yeah. I mean, you could just see this stuff at a museum, but it looks so fresh and cool here. Like, I just love the style of this so well.
So Shelley Johnson has like 74 credits.
Wow.
A lot of TV. Did The Wolfman, Expendables,
Skadoosh. Check this guy
Jurassic Park
out.
3 makes sense.
Oh, yeah, it does. How many? Like a year in the gym straight.
Oh, dude, that's not a year. That's a good two a days. Chris Evans, what's your diet? I know you're watching. Tell us. Tweet us. Help us.
How tall is Chris Evans for real?
He's like 6'2"?
So he is pretty tall.
So being that beastly at 6'2" is so hard, like that proportion. Like he must weigh like $190 here.
That's adorable.
Right?
It's like the cutest, like, I just want to get the sweat.
We're
being filmed
I'm a professional.
right now.
I'm a professional.
There are cameras here. I'm acting.
Oh, something's fishy.
I love this chase scene so much.
This chase scene is perfect.
Guys, when I say I don't necessarily like this movie as much as others, that's just saying it's a B and not an A.
Yeah.
I not realize.
It's still passing grade.
Still a darn fine film.
I love that the person watching the door is an old woman with a machine gun too. That's such heart.
He also he's like couldn't resist. That was also ad lib.
Oh yeah, peck.
He's like, oh,
Peck.
He's
acting.
like, oh, he's not saying heart. He's going, oh, those pecs are really hard.
Pecs.
Could have been me.
Sorry, old lady. I think the best part of this chase scene is Steve Rogers realizing how like infinitely stronger he is.
Yeah, like a baby deer being born.
Yeah.
And just like whoa, like just.
It's a great way to show his power and discovery instantly. It's so good.
Yeah.
There's no training montage. There is later, but this is a great way to.
He sort of this is just zero
and you know
training.
what? It also shows off Hayley Atwell as a character. Like she's like, oh, you need a badass female? Here you go. I can shoot a dude with a pistol in the head. Like
I got this. Yeah, none of that missing garbage.
Yeah, like she hits him, and like that's a hard shot to make. It's not impossible, but it's a very hard shot to make.
Yep, being born, baby deer.
Barefoot, no less.
Chasing a car.
Running it down.
Dude is such a tank.
Yeah, but like that right there, he's like, oh god, I'm running very fast.
Oh,
I don't know how to
glass.
do this.
Oh, that makes me. I literally
The
stepped
bare
on
feet
a
makes you
piece of
nervous?
the tiniest
Oh,
sliver
yeah,
of glass
they hurt.
yesterday, and I still hurt. And he just broke through an apartment store window.
Where's Cap?
Movie glass is so cool.
Oh, that's literally on my bucket list.
sugar
is
glass?
Sugar glass.
Yeah, it's-
jumping
it's
through
really
glass.
fun.
And that rubberized glass they use for floor stuff is so fun to play with because it bounces and rolls around like so funny.
I've never seen that.
Oh, it's so. I
Check
took
this
some
out,
from
this
Dark
is
Knight
awesome.
Rises. It's really cool.
Boom. Like this is so like it's so ridiculous, and I love it.
Those Hobbit feet, no.
Oh shoot.
So cool. Yes, the first.
The first shield is a taxi cab door.
I'd love to see someone do that cosplay.
The white shirt, khakis,
The white
door.
shirt, khaki, covered in just blood, and with a taxi shield.
All right, cosplayers.
That actually would be a really good cosplay.
Someone do
deep
it.
cut Easter egg.
God, like just I know I keep saying it, but the aesthetic of this is just so. I love this part. This part is great. Go get him! I can swim.
Oh my god, I was thinking that too. I was like, if that little boy from the 40s doesn't know how to swim.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I mean, that is so like.
Yeah, I love the technology that sort of has like this steampunk quality.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Marvel
Or it doesn't
steampunk.
seem too.
It doesn't seem like too far-fetched, but it's still completely far-fetched.
Yeah, they did a good job of like this is a comic book turned movie. Like it isn't. It's like a good medium between the two. Was it weird that I thought that was hilarious?
It's not weird at all.
Oh, his tooth was one of those
Cyanide
pills. Those
Can you imagine, like, if you're
pills.
just, like...
Eating popcorn, shit goes down.
Like,
oh, no!
Oh, God, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. No, this is unfortunate. Goodbye.
All Nazis have receding hairlines.
As a rule. The evil just takes over.
And great eyebrows. You lose your hairline, you
go right
get
to
solid
the forehead.
brows.
All right, Coy, this is not Captain America related, but we just got a Twitter question that's going to be fan casting for Bullseye. You don't have to answer it now.
Okay.
I'm putting it in your head.
All right. Bullseye. You mean besides Ben Foster?
Besides Ben
Okay.
Foster, yes.
Imagine Hugo Weaving as a good guy.
Elrond.
Yeah, but even then I didn't trust him.
Even then, I'm just like, well,
Are the elves up to some stuff? I think you're up to some stuff.
I think you're up to... Elrond, don't take your face off.
What do you? I don't trust you.
Don't take this the wrong way, but are you a bad guy? Don't get
No, you're an
offended.
elf, bro. You got a voice that really lends itself to evil.
I'm going back and forth with it.
Do you have a fondness for the letter V?
I love how scared Arnim Zola is here. Like, it shows like just how
PG-13 deaths.
how terrifying Red Skull actually is. Like,
Yeah.
that his colleague who actually likes and respects him
Is still terrified because
is still just like, oh, jeez. And that is the salute from the comics. Like,
Yep.
I love that. It's a very...
His face of like, that a boy.
Oh, God. Oh, what have I done? Oh, jeez.
Every nurse is gorgeous in the 40s.
It was a part-time modeling gig then. Like being like a stewardess, or just like that was also modeling.
Flight attendant,
Or like
stewardess,
working
nurse.
at like an operating, like a phone operator.
Yeah, the secretary modeling.
That was secretary / model. It's the modern equivalent of waitress model.
There was less weird stuff in the food then. People had better skin. They glowed.
Next time we do one of these, I'm gonna wear my pajamas.
We did last time. I
I was like,
mine.
I almost asked. I was like, would a panda onesie be appropriate for this?
It's very
Or-
appropriate here. I have my pajamas in my bag. I forgot to put them on.
It's like I almost asked, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna wear heels.
Pajama on
like
the motorcycle is
full-
weird. Yeah, the heels again.
You
Second
know what?
time this week. They just
Always.
weird heel choices.
Always. I'm just trying to be as tall as Matt.
You never will be.
I try every
I'm
day.
not even as tall as Matt.
I've been stretching. Doesn't work.
I love that he snaps his
paper.
Paper. Hey, paper.
It's like my favorite game.
I think this is very possibly the most ingenious way of showing how he gets his costume.
Yep.
Because I don't think this is from the comics at all.
No, because it was the comics.
None of this is from. But like this is like exactly like his first appearance.
Suit,
this
yeah.
40s suit, like the shield, like
the
this is Captain America #1 from 1940.
This is adorable. This is such a 1940s way to to present
it's
young
so
Frankenstein. Like, look at this thing I did. Everyone come to the theater.
It's so cute, and how uncomfortable he is.
Oh my God, that's adorable, and they're all written on the back of the shield.
And him not being able to recite it, he's so good.
Like, I just love how uncomfortable he is. Like, he doesn't like the spotlight. He just wants to be a soldier. Like, that's all great.
That mask.
This is so cute.
But think about it, if they didn't do this, then
who
makes his suit? How does he get his suit?
Because that Star Spangled Madness is so silly.
Yeah, it's so silly. But it makes sense in the context of a show,
and the
of a stage show.
speaking power of Cap growing.
Yeah.
I love the president, because that little squirrely guy wouldn't speak well. This gives him that Avengers Assemble.
That oomph.
Yeah.
That power.
That Cap swag.
It's so cute. You get all the stitching and
yeah, and the wings on the hat.
Yeah, it's adorable. It's so cute.
And I love Joe Trulio as Hitler.
Mm-hmm. Here, Captain America #1 cover. Here it comes.
Yep. And I love the kids are so into it. Like, watch out, watch out. Yep. The only thing I wish that they had I wish that it was exactly like the comic book cover.
It's the other way.
Yeah, it's the other way around.
Hitler was on the left.
And he's hitting him with his right hand.
Yeah,
how did they miss out on that?
Well, then they showed it to have a nod to it. I think one or the other, and not both.
Yeah.
They could have. That would have been cool, where it's him hitting it, and it slowly becomes
frame.
the cover. Yeah.
And then zooms out.
It spins.
Yeah,
it spins. It goes
it's the 40s. You can do anything.
Yeah,
I
that
love the
cool.
wipe, man. Oh, I love these transitions.
So my question here is he actually holding up a motorcycle like that?
Oh, yeah.
Why is he not in war right now? If he could hold a motorcycle with three chicks.
America's biggest battleground.
Yeah,
Propaganda's important, man.
If I were Germany and I saw a dude holding up a motorcycle like that with three grown women on it, I'd be like, oh, jeez.
Machine guns.
Oh, crap.
But he also has wings on his hat.
Very true.
Less concerning.
Yeah. And I love how, honest this is. They would not care about him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sick.
I just love, and I love this. He's like, well, I can try.
Yeah, it's true. They're we watch you dance around on stage while we're in the trenches.
Whoa, come on, guys. Come on.
And that would be so hard for him because that's where he wants to be, and he is a soldier. It's so much that hurts more than anything. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's he's always wanted to be part of that.
And now he's getting disgraced by that.
They want to see the girl.
But it's so it's so 40s.
It's true. Where they had an abundance of fresh fruit in the audience to throw at bad performance. You're a terrific artist.
Yeah, good job, Steve.
Think of writing comic books? And that's just where it goes. Captain America is born.
Writes his own comics.
It's just him talking to lawyers and getting publishing rights.
For 70 years. What a great way to introduce the Allen Commandos.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so natural.
Mm-hmm. The 107th being his boy. Oh, it's so good.
Tommy Lee Jones is so good. Like,
he's just great at sarcasm. He's
Yeah.
just really,
I think he
he's
was
like
born
the sassy,
rumbling.
He's the Regina George before.
Tommy Lee Jones was born at age 60, and with those brows furrowed. He came out of the womb furrowed brow and angry.
This is true. It's like, oh, you
but
call that a
like
birth?
lovably angry.
Oh, of course.
Criticizing the doctor. Just-
Yeah, just in kindergarten, just curmudgeon-y.
Ooh. You know what's kind of actually interesting about that shot is that so oftentimes they make, like, even in this scene in other movies, and I just love that this is how he gets his A hat. His USA. It makes total sense. Where's my helmet?
Costume Origins Wolverine.
I love it. But like Peggy's hair there, like in so many other films, it would have been wet, but still like look really nice and like styled. But in that, they're like, no, like
It's
your hair's
raining.
not gonna look. Your hair's not gonna look great. You're on the front line and it's
40s
raining.
hairspray.
Yeah.
Oh, Starks.
So, like, the feud between Iron Man and Captain America goes back.
Generationally.
Yeah, like, is that, like, something when they first meet, when he meets Iron Man, he's like, I know your dad.
Well,
he
in
kinda
the
sucks.
in
Like,
Iron Man 1 and 2, they had Cap's shield in Tony Stark's lab. Like, his dad was working on the original shield, like, the different test concepts for it.
Oh.
There's a little Easter egg of it being in the background.
Mhm.
And then, like, they mentioned that he knew his dad, but I think the personality clash is great to have set up in this film.
Yeah,
'Cause-
yeah, of course. It sets it up for.
Because they're homies, it's just they have different perspectives, and that's how it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love that part in Avengers when like Captain America's around and like he walks off and Tony Stark looks at, I think with Bruce Banner, he's like, that's the guy that my dad couldn't shut up about?
Yeah.
Like, that guy? Like, seriously?
It's so good. We should have brought cereal.
Yeah, we should have.
Or popcorn.
Or popcorn.
Popcorn
Talk?
for the talk. Oh, it's the name of the show.
There's just so many signs.
So hungry for popcorn, I don't know why.
Well, it's just peripherally everywhere. I thought he would have made a great Cap in the 90s. I'm so glad he's...
Who's that?
Dum Dum Dugan, the actor.
Oh, God, what's... Neal McDonough.
Yeah, I thought in the 90s him and Brad Pitt would have been great Caps, and I'm glad he was Dum Dum.
Yeah, he's a perfect... He's a perfect dum-dum.
Perfect Dum Dum. Killing it.
He's a great dum-dum.
Just the top-notch Dum Dum.
Just the best dum-dum.
Such a great comic fight.
Yeah.
Like, every one of these shots, like, it's so much work to make something that's stylized look good.
Yeah. I mean, again, Joe Johnston.
Yeah.
Like, when I heard
Like,
he was
what
doing the
rig
film,
was
like...
inside that thing to make that bounce? Like, did they launch,
Yeah.
like, a shirt at the top of it? Like, how did they... And that looks so cool.
And this, I mean, this is a great, like, sort of, like, Ultimates look.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they pull from all of the two, like, main Marvel universes
Yeah,
for this
1610 and 616.
Yeah, like, they pull from them both so well, like...
Yeah, this is very Ultimates.
And, like, he's so agile, but, like, very
like,
believably
realistically
so, like...
Slightly sped up.
There's just, like, such a strange, like, tone of, like, American can-do and optimism to this. Like, you know, and, like, I think there's something that's somewhat problematic about that and making this an international release, but
Yeah.
I think that all, you know...
Well, that's why the First Avenger was put in there.
Exactly.
You know what
Captain America. Oh, well...
I mean? The First Avenger!
We're not the biggest fans of America.
You guys, but he's an Avenger? Okay, we'll see it.
Well, and the First Avenger also is, like, such a promise. It's like... The First Avenger
is leading
of
to-
Avengers to come, you know,
It's
like...
really, and this is, like, more of just me personally, but it's really a shame that optimism is so frowned upon.
Yeah.
Like, the idea of, like a positivity that's, you know, a little naive, but overall very happy. Like, I wish America's perspective, or people's opinion of America was still, like, this bumbly, happy, like, naive, instead of, like, you know, what we're received as today. Like, it'd be great if we were still this way. We should all aspire to be more like Captain America.
But ultimately, Captain America sort of becomes on almost the other side. It feels like what
Ultimates?
really is. Well, I mean, just like in Civil War,
Yeah.
like where it sort of feels like he's fighting.
Well, he's against the government because of what the government's become.
Exactly, but it's sort of just like, so is he fighting for what the idea of what America used to be, or
Yeah, that's what I
is
think
he,
it is.
or is it
Because it's his perspective on what America was and what it should be versus what we've become.
Yeah, and it's so funny watching the like sort of 360 sort of like the move.
Yeah, and
because he's ultimately was like a government
this is his
experiment.
world.
Yeah, exactly.
In Germany, they called it just the First Avenger and got rid of Captain America altogether. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah, and it's interesting. Like, international marketing is actually like an interesting like thing to look at. Like you pointed out. Oh, I love this. Oh, jeez, that does what?
Oh.
Do you think he got SAG for that?
Oh.
100%.
That much face time? Howling Commandos. Howling away.
The Howling Commandos are just some of the best things.
Oh, the Arnim Zola design on the blueprints?
Oh, I didn't see that.
I can pull it up for you.
I love that this is kind of like a nod towards Winter Soldier.
When he grabs the blueprints? Like just now?
That's so awesome.
There's a full-on drawing of Arnim Zola.
Oh my god, that's awesome. Oh my god, there totally is.
Isn't that great?
If you haven't seen this, go Google Arnim Zola blueprints. And
it's literally just a drawing.
It's literally just a drawing of Arnim Zola. That's amazing. No, but I love that this is almost like a nod to him becoming the Winter Soldier. Like this, like even if it never happens, like we get sort of a nod of like, oh, they were doing experiments on Bucky.
Right. If they only had the one movie, like if this hadn't done well, then they could have just been like, oh, for comic fans.
Yeah. But like that sets up Winter Soldier so well.
Oh, 100%.
Jaden, I'm sorry if we're spoiling anything for future films for you.
You know what? I'm already late. Like at this point, it's like I'm like late in the game that it's like it's my fault. If anyone's, I'm apologizing.
It's okay. We forgive you, LaBelle.
Thank time.
You. Forgive me.
Have you seen all the Iron Mans?
I've seen the first one, and
that's the good one.
I saw the first one, and I saw Avengers. So 2. I'm gonna call it 2. I'm gonna 2 Iron Mans.
I'm a great fan of your films. What a great insult.
Yeah.
He just doesn't say anything. He just glocks him in the face.
This is such a good reveal. Like his face and like the shield, like.
Epic.
If I remember correctly, in the comics, he didn't actually have a red skull. It was just a mask that he wore. And then, like, later on, it became, no, that's actually his face.
I've only known him as actually having that face.
It's so gross to look at.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Do you think he, like things get stuck to it, like hair or
definitely.
Like dust and, like...
In the Ultimates, he carved off his own face.
Ugh.
And he was the son of Steve Rogers and, like, cut his own face off.
Ugh. The nose thing freaks me out.
He was like a clone son of Steve Rogers, and he was like a super
soldier. Oh my god, I did not remember that.
And then he like hated that he was, so he cut his own face off. And that's why he was the Red Skull.
Oh my god, I did not remember that.
I sort of a little bit wish it was just a mask because the ears and the nose missing, just like...
Pretty intense.
I'm getting like phantom pains.
It looks so cool.
It does. It looks awesome, but it's super freaky.
That's super freaky out.
Yeah.
It makes my nose hurt.
Them ears, though.
Right?
Right now, they should be pressed into your like skull cavity right now?
Especially with this on, I'm just like, oh, are they there?
Directly on the bone?
Oh, man.
Why did he take just leave the face on?
He had to scare Cap.
He's like, for that one thing, he's like, I should have just at least held on to the face. I should have, like,
shouldn't have thrown that in the fire.
It's like, I could have put that in my pocket.
I'll never be impromptu. Yeah. He
dramatic
can't be effect. Again. He's giving up in that life.
He's just like, I'm a showman. What can I say?
I'm a Red Skull now.
The ladies love it.
LL Red Skull?
It's true. LLRS.
LL Cool Skull.
I love that he let his boy go first. Like, there's.
Of course he did. He's a hero.
Is Cap.
Yeah, like this movie, like it gets Captain America's. Like, I okay, I'm going to say something that I hope our fans don't get upset about, but this movie captures the spirit of who Captain America is the way that Man of Steel should have done Superman.
Shots fired.
Like,
it's true.
No, I know it's true, but like
DC's,
I hate saying that.
That is the anagram. That's the parallel. I agree.
Yeah, like Captain America and Superman are both like big heroes of
but what if Steve Rogers like cracked his neck at the end? What if the Red Skull just popped his neck, killed him? What if he did that because he had to?
That wouldn't be Captain
What
America.
if he had
but
to
like
pop him?
but what's funny is that like Captain America's not afraid to kill people. Like he'll totally kill people.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's a soldier. But that's why I think it's very important at the beginning. He's like, no, I don't want to kill Nazis. I don't want to kill anybody. I just don't like bullies.
Yeah.
Like I think that's a very important distinction to make. Like.
But we know that Steve Rogers bleeds, so that's important. I'll be seeing it tonight. Intrigued.
I'm excited to hear what you think. I've heard exceptionally mixed things, and I'm very nervous for it. I want it to be good, though. I want it to be good. I want it to be so good.
I want multiple studios just cranking out comic movies so I can be like this every 2 weeks.
Yeah. I love how mad he is at he's just constantly like.
He's grumpy cat, man. But like.
Oh my God, he is a grumpy cat.
At his core, like his soul is
you've
grumpy
never
cat.
really seen them both at the same place
and
at the same time.
This is such a stylized, perfect.
Look at that comic.
This is not how a platoon of soldiers would walk into a camp. Like,
oh no,
it's not.
But that's how Captain America.
That's how Captain America leads. Like,
there's guys in the horns off in the bushes just playing this shit.
Like it's.
Yeah, they're playing the trumpeter
off to the side,
on the way
in that
out of their enemies' bones.
Well, and I just love like.
Totally, that's how it did in Warrior.
I just like this is a perfect setup for how badass Captain America is. They're like, there's no way we can save these men. We'd lose more.
Follow
than
me, I got all of them, bros.
And then he's like, check this shit out. like
Look at that strut, though. Oh, that coat is so good. I want that coat.
Right, it's a solid coat.
You know, and I love the reversal of like all of these guys who are like, get out of here, sweetheart. I like your boots, Tinkerbell. Like now they're just like,
oh, this guy saved all of our men by himself.
This dude not only saved men, but like apprehended like enemy technology, brought it to us.
Yeah.
We have a tank that shouldn't exist now.
I love that tank. Yes.
And that is exactly what Captain America would do. Like, that's so in character. He'd be like, I wouldn't save them, but I did it against the rules, and I'm so sorry. Take me into, like, take me to jail.
Command.
You know?
That's all of Civil War in the comics. Civil War is basically like, I have to do this. I'll deal with it after. Arrest me.
How was your fondue? That was a better line.
Yeah, Bucky.
Yeah, like...
I almost started clapping. I was so excited. I was like, yay!
All right, maybe this is a B+ so far. It's growing
and
on.
like, but that look, it's like, so, like, I love the chemistry there. And it comes from both actors. But, like, you see it so much more, I think, in Hayley Atwell than in Chris Evans. Like, at least initially.
I love their... everything.
Who's the guy next to him? He looks familiar.
I don't know. Should have been Joe Quesada. 40s Joe Quesada.
Did you see the new international trailer for Civil War today?
With 3 extra seconds of footage. I liked that it only had, that's why I watched it, because I heard it had nothing new.
Yeah.
I agree, miscellaneous videos, this does grow on you.
What's that?
The more you watch this film, the better it gets. Also, watching it for moments like we did with Avengers like this, I get different experience out of it than just watching it. The pacing doesn't bother me as much as I'm seeing it in a series of sections. So, like, I'm not as invested in the whole, I'm invested in the parts.
I love that people want her to be...
Dude, Natalie Dormer's Captain Marvel's...
Captain Marvel, yeah.
I love Natalie Dormer so hard. Every look she makes is just the hottest look ever made.
Yeah, she just opens her eyes and just glares at you, and you're just like, whoa, and it hits you.
She's got perma smolder on.
What do you want? I'll give you anything you want.
Anything,
what is it?
Anything.
I don't have $1 million, but that's what you need.
I'll get $1 million.
I'll go find it. Hold on.
Can I rob a bank for you, please? Okay, I'll be right back. I've had a crush on her since Casanova with Heath Ledger in like the
Oh
late
my
90s.
God. And like I love that Dugan is wearing like the striped sweater. Like that's such a classic look for him.
And that turtleneck that shouldn't exist.
Don't complain. He's paying you for it.
I do think Winter Soldier.
Excuse me, do you know I'm Captain America? I can handle my boot. He's like drunk. He's like, give me one.
You know what
more.
I've never noticed? The poster in the background there said Captain America tour canceled.
Oh, that's great.
I've never noticed that before, but that's like really.
It's a great way to know
That's
where
like
we
such
are in the story.
Yeah.
He's a fighter now, kid.
Yeah, it's sort of nice when they save the dialogue for like
For
not
background.
stuff like that.
'Cause you don't need that.
Yeah, because it's sort of.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I love this moment. Like this is where like audiences around the world were like, that Hayley Atwell though. Like,
The red dress.
there should be a pop vinyl of Agent Carter in this red dress.
Work on it, Pop. Work on it.
Yeah.
Everyone would just all go tweet at the same time.
Make it so, Marvel Movie Newsers.
Ooh.
Oh, snap.
I love the reversal. I'm invisible. I'm you.
Wow, he said that out loud.
Yeah.
Like,
No subtext there.
thanks, friend. I was there
May-
for you, Bucky.
Maybe I won't save you.
Why can't you just be happy for me, Bucky?
Let me have
This is so Bucky of you.
You're being so Bucky right now.
Oh my God, Bucky.
Natalie Dormer. Can I have your babies?
You want to have her babies?
I want to have her babies.
Sure.
I haven't figured out how yet, but I want to.
Yeah.
For her. I'll go through the birthing.
I love that he doesn't know how to handle it.
Just smolder all day.
Have I introduced you to my friend Bucky?
And that is such a like a classic like 40s thing. Like tell that to their wife. Like all the wives at home who aren't going to get the letters and stuff like that. That's such a classic 40s sentiment. You know.
Mm-hmm. You've saved all these men. Let me thank you. What great casting and moment and everything.
Oh, he's in so much trouble.
Oh my God.
Still with the fondue.
Ooh, I wonder what fondue means. Oh, he legit didn't know what fondue was. Oh, man.
Well, he's just like a poor kid from Brooklyn.
Well, you don't get brains and beauty.
Oh, man.
You pick one.
Howard Stark's delivery of that line was so perfect.
Yeah, it's a great little
just
transition.
cheese and
Cheese
bread.
and bread, my friend. So excited for Preacher.
Yeah, me too.
From Wakanda.
Oh my god, that was like
such
the
a
perfect.
boss.
It's like, you better fondue her fast.
This is such a great montage too.
And that's the bullet.
So good. I love the texture of his costume.
Yeah. This is such a great, like, this is like, and now we've got Captain America. Like,
montage.
this is like fully realized comic book Captain America right now.
Taken out Hydra.
And like, Red Skull's like, like
yeah, this is just flipping through panels quickly.
Mhm.
Like, we're speed reading an annual right now.
yeah. I love this moment with the tree. I mean, you can see this in a comic book. This is.
Oh yeah, those guns running with them. That's so.
But I also love that you see the Howling Commandos also being badasses.
Right,
Like,
they're leading the second wave.
like he certainly he like Captain America is the leader, absolutely. But like,
Those are his mercs.
Yeah, those are like his dudes.
That
His-
explosion
his
is so
buddy.
big. I love the use of black and white.
yeah. Oh.
He can smile.
Aw.
Tommy Lee Jones reminds me of my grandpa so much, and it makes me so happy. My grandpa's like happy Tommy Lee Jones.
I love what Brubaker did with Winter Soldier and like the retelling of Captain America's story.
Yeah.
Like what he did, I think, is one of the most brilliant, like comic book, like moves of like the last like decade. Like, and like not a hyperbole, because he took this silly, ridiculous sidekick and made him his own hero. And like, not only that, but he made him his own. Like, if you go back and read the old Captain America comics from the perspective of the Winter Soldier narrative,
Oh yeah.
it puts a whole new twist on it, because really what it is like, it explains why Captain America has such a ridiculous outfit, because he's the star-spangled distraction.
To
Like,
the
he's
other
the
soldiers,
fireworks
Yeah.
to like Howling Commando and Bucky.
It was like doing an Ultimates twist in a normal narrative, like
Yeah.
the 616 world.
Yeah, like I loved it, because like the Winter Soldier was like as badass as
Oh yeah.
Captain
And it
America,
gave
but
us a
he
new
was
Cap.
he was the one going behind the enemy lines and doing like a majority of the actual work.
Right.
But Captain America got all the credit because
Brubaker's brilliant.
he was a giant, and you know,
And that's the
he's
movie
still
kind of.
like powerful, like
Right.
he's still like a hero. But I just love that sort of like, it's not even a retcon, just like a
reshaping,
a
reimagining.
reshaping, a reimagining. Yeah, like it's, and I love that they kind of hit that just a little bit.
And then the next one, obviously.
Yeah. But like, he's not a sidekick here. He's his own soldier, and he's a total badass in his own right.
As soon as I saw this in theaters and I saw that it was winter in the scene, I'm like, oh no, Bucky!
Yeah, me too.
How are you enjoying your first viewing?
Oh yeah, no, I'm loving it. I'm loving it so far.
We're not ruining it for you.
No. This is the way I like to enjoy movies. Actually, I love to have like, I'm like the worst person to go to a movie theater with, because I want to talk.
Always.
I just want to like I do that thing too where I'm like, where do I know that actor from? Or
Look
like,
him up
you
on
know
your
what? Yeah,
phone
and I'm like, I'm on Wiki the entire time that I'm
This is a good
watching a
setting.
movie. I'm like the dual screen experience.
I think Winter Soldier and Guardians of the Galaxy are the two best Marvel movies. So when we get into Winter Soldier,
I'm excited for Guardians too. I'm
can't
excited
wait.
for the second one and knowing more about it. And the soundtrack was the coolest. It was
Oh,
so
so good.
cool.
So
I bought it
good.
on vinyl as soon as it came out. Too. I
Yeah.
was like,
Did
I
you
have
really?
to
That's
own
awesome.
this. It was actually like the cutest thing.
Well,
Hearing
the cutest thing.
little kids like be like, I
into
know
the 70s
this.
music. Oh, it's so,
I know
makes me
this
so
song.
happy.
It's Guardians of the Galaxy, Mom. And you're like,
James
oh
Gunn,
my
man.
god, yeah.
I love how comic-y this guy is. Like this boss battle.
So comic.
Boss battle.
It's a boss battle.
It's a mini boss.
Battle.
Yeah, they're on the train. There's a boss.
This is like the end of like the fourth level or something like that. Yeah. We're like, oh my god, this guy's so hard.
And you just see Red Skull behind him, like, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Like, so close. Is this where I...
So cool.
This level in Lego Avengers is really tough. Like, it's like, it took me a while. It took me a while to figure it out.
This is the one where you set it down for a little bit. And
look how tough they're fighting.
I love the teamwork there.
Oh no, the moment.
Oh. So
that's hard.
In the comics, so this is some interesting trivia. The Golden Age Bucky, I don't think actually ever died. Silver Age Bucky died in a retcon. I think it was in Avengers 4 when Captain America was revived. That was where you hear the story of how Bucky died. And that was because Stan Lee was like, we need to give Captain America a little bit more character depth and pathos. But like, the Captain America comics just kind of went away.
Yeah.
Like after the war, like they just kind of...
They were war comics.
They were war comics. And so when the war was over, they kind of started to disappear. But, so there was like every generation, there's always like this sort of like hipster sort of like looking back.
Yeah.
And being like, hey, remember the 40s? Those were cool. Those were cool times. And that happened in the 60s with like the younger kids.
Right.
You know, like looking back to the past, being like, remember the 80s? The 80s were so fun. Like they were doing the same thing there. So Stan Lee picked up on that, was like, you know who was great in the 40s? Captain America. And he's like the perfect embodiment of
what we need right now.
What we need right now, and like of that 40s sort of aesthetic. Let's bring him back and see how he does. And you know, like he was popular because he was from the 40s, like, and the kids in the 60s were like, this is cool. I like the 40s, you know?
That's interesting.
So they brought him back, but they needed to add character to it. So that's where they made Baron Zemo, I think, actually kill Bucky.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know Cap nearly as well as most Marvel.
They killed him, like on a rocket plane, and Captain America and Bucky both ran for it. Bucky actually got onto it. Cap was like, no, don't do it, Bucky. And then it blew up.
Oh, I remember that.
And Captain America actually watched Bucky blow
explode.
up. Yeah.
A little different.
And that's why he doesn't have his arm in Winter Soldier, because he was blown up on a rocket plane.
As you do.
And when the Russians found him, they were like, oh man, he doesn't have an arm. Oh yeah, we'll give him a metal cybernetic arm. Yeah. So
I remember the explosion. I didn't know how it all tied.
Yep. So like him dying on a train here, like that's fine. Like that
works.
Whatever. Like he still died.
Still a thing.
Yeah. It's just important that he died. That's all.
Man, I want steak now. That's sick.
He didn't get a cyanide tooth?
Too high up.
It's like...
He's clumsy, that one.
That one, I'd give him a few cyanide teeth then.
We needed him for Winter Soldier.
Oh, right, sorry.
That's so dramatic. Born to victory on the wings of the Valkyrie.
You say anything with a thick German accent.
It's pretty dramatic, yeah.
Like cats, or like like a German cat just like Das Maul.
Well, and Hugo Weaving's voice is just like Shakespearean artistry.
Yeah. And I love the reveal of who he's talking to.
How's he gonna drink that?
It's like, oh, he's talking to 8 guys.
Them skull lips.
Oh no, he's talking to an army.
He just doesn't give them the time.
The opposite way. He's like, did
See
anyone
my
hear
back.
that? I was kind of far back.
That was kind of epic. You guys heard that, right?
No, I was like,
Just the back of his red skull.
I was like, I didn't see. He wasn't even facing us.
Should we pay attention? Nah.
Just do the thing. Just
Let's
do
go.
it.
Let's go get Cap. Let's do it. Man, the cosmic couch gets sore.
I don't know how the fans do it.
Oh, stretch your dad.
Oh, gee, that's a good one. We're stretching. We're in the home stretch.
Third act, guys. We made it.
Yeah, we're reaching the third act.
Swan, I never noticed that. I love how they set the following scene in the bar where they celebrated earlier.
Wait, is it?
I think so. That's what Swan Pride just said. That's a good bit of trivia.
How do we know? What are the marks?
I'm trusting this blindly.
Yeah, it actually,
is,
it is.
Everyone in the live chat's confirming it. Thanks, gang. That's
a
cool.
nice parallel between like when they were having a good time and everything was nice, and then
Yeah.
like the reality,
Darkness.
the severity of it. Yeah, it was like very warm colored. And
Yeah, they're good at the color palette.
silly
in this movie.
and bless you.
And like, yeah, just like the filters and the palette that they have here has like that sort of like golden optimism of the 40s kind of
That retro
dreamlike,
future
yeah,
you're talking
like
about. That stash, though.
right. Do you think he actually grew that, or do you think that's real, or a fake mustache?
I refuse to accept anything but that being a real mustache.
I love this. This is so awesome.
This Harley Davidson bike was advertised in the back of all my comics for like a year, and I wanted it so bad. Harley like made a special Captain America bike,
Did they
and I was
really?
like, I need that in my life.
Oh, that's so fun. Why are you aiming for the shield, Hydra?
Like it can't even get through his shield. It's like made out of some rarest metal.
It's like the rarest. It's some sort of Wakandan
it's like
metal.
It's the rarest metal in the universe. I've
Protects
never
everything.
seen anything like it.
Those bikes are cool too. Yeah, Harley.
Harley had all of that
it
stuff
definitely
too,
did
right?
that.
Yeah.
That's why I
also
wanted it so
shot
bad.
flames.
That's why I wanted it, you guys.
The Wilhelm.
Yep. Whoa!
You can get the with flame or without
It's a
flame
it's a premium
feature.
charge.
It's like
It's
an
the LS
automatic
model.
lock versus.
It's a little up there.
I love that. This is so comic booky.
Oh, yeah.
So comic booky. I love it. Like ramping over the fortress this way, and you know what's happening. You see it coming.
Yeah, you're like, I know exactly where this
Let's
is
build
going.
it like a ramp. It'll be
Yeah, comic books. That
I
bike
do-
is so heavy.
yeah, that it.
Like, it
you
just
would
landed
drop
so
as soon-
gently.
especially with him, he must weigh a ton.
Oh yeah, and all that gear, and then boop, boop.
And he's like, he gets like some air for it
Comics.
would
And
have
I-
literally like nosed.
Oh yeah, that.
But also, yeah, it's comic booky. Let's
All
turn
of
off
this.
our brain and enjoy the
The
action
wing.
and the.
So this part right here, I remember some of the first shots that we saw before we ever saw a trailer. You know how they always have like promo photos and
Yeah.
stuff, where the guys with the flamethrowers,
Oh right, I remember that.
like right
These
here.
guys.
And I remember seeing these images and being like, "Holy crap! What are they doing with this movie? That's insane."
Yeah, and that's nothing compared to where it goes.
Yeah.
They just trap them in fire.
And I love the reveal of this. It's like, oh, he's captured. Like, his plan failed.
Bum, bum, bum.
I love that the suit should not work.
Yeah.
It should not work. It should look
really
dumb.
Yeah.
We should look at that suit and be like, there's no way a person would ever wear that. It is dumb. Why are you wearing
But
it?
he's
the
so
Captain
committed.
America one?
Yeah.
I feel like they do a really good job of explaining, like, without words, just sort of,
It's a presentation.
It's sort of like, well, I was like this, I was the hopes and dreams of America.
Yeah.
And now I still represent that.
It's sort of become my image now. Yeah.
And I love they muted the colors. They added more texture. Like, they just made it work.
Well, yeah, and especially in a time where we love to grudge watch things.
Yeah.
I also think they shot it really well. Every angle on it looks right. Like, it might not even look as good in person.
Oh, yeah, totally. They do a great job. Like, solid team of people on this film.
I love the I Can Do This All Day callback.
Oh, yeah. And I love that they do that in Civil War. Like,
yeah, that trailer moment.
Like, that trailer, like, that's one of the best moments in the trailer just because of the fact that it's a callback.
Month and a half, man.
Yeah, like 5 weeks.
I'll have only watched Daredevil like 3 times by then.
Do you want to give a preview of Daredevil? Our talk today?
Amazing.
It's so good. And this is such a wartime kind of thing too, where you have the commandos here.
Yep.
Like,
these guys
doing all these other little battles and stuff.
A lot of people die in this scene.
But like now, like you've taken out all the little bitty bases. Now you're like at the big mamma jamma. This is like storming Berlin. So yeah, you call in everybody.
Right.
You know, like the escalation of it is.
Well, I'm very curious now that I'm rewatching it and talking through it. Like, this is one of the parts the pacing felt weird. Like, I'm suddenly like disaffected, but I don't know what I'd change. And like on paper, it all looks great and the script reads great. It's just I don't know if it's a length thing or if it's it's so weird.
It might be. You know what? The movie does feel a little bit like dialogue,
action.
Yeah, it's sort of like it almost falls to. It's so kind of.
But I don't know how that
put,
could change.
Like, we need this much action and this much sort of setup for the
Right.
next action scene. That it might get a little repetitive, but this is gearing towards the end of the movie, so.
It's interesting what works and what doesn't in filmmaking.
Mm-hmm.
That
But
first shield bounce is
till
great.
it works.
The what?
That first shield bounce is great.
Yeah.
Is this the same place which is in the Civil War trailer? I think so.
Wait, what?
This tunnel. But there's that scene in the Civil War trailer where there's like the similar tunnel thing.
Man, I don't remember that. You know what I love about the scene that we just saw is that Peggy Carter actually saves Captain America.
Yeah.
And it's not a have to. It's not that he's a damsel in distress or that she is. It's just like
It's a team.
they're a team. And like I love that they just take for granted that she's a woman and she's on the team.
And that's why Agent Carter so like exists.
Yeah. So coming up, this is the only part of the movie where I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Like him having to put it down in the Arctic or whatever.
Oh, right.
So close. She's sitting in the back just so like, I'm not going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I got this.
Like she's a parade princess.
10 miles, I got this.
Waving.
The car is amazing.
Whoa.
Bro, watch out. Bro, there's propellers. Watch out, bro. Oh, they got to kiss once.
That was the second girl he's ever kissed.
True. Chris Evans admitted that Cap's a virgin.
What's
Really?
Yeah, Cap's a virgin because he got frozen and then, woke up out of time.
That's a confirmed. Yep. Well, I mean, he was a like a puny little guy.
Poor
And-
Steve.
I love that they actually show this. Like, they didn't have to show the struggle of this car to stop, but I love
Yeah.
that they took the time to be like,
'Cause
yeah,
you care
no,
about
it
those
almost
two.
didn't stop.
Yeah, because you care about these two characters.
And I do love that they took the time to say that she fell in love with Steve before he was Captain America.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
and like I
it's
love that
important.
in the series they continue that theme.
Mhm.
Like, she continues to fall in love with guys who are strong but like just slightly broken.
Yeah.
It's written on them.
Yeah. Though I will say, like, there's a part of me that's like, I wish it was written in German.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
of-
it's sort of like, or like misspelled in
Yeah,
English.
Yeah.
Why is
Just
it in
bad,
English?
like English, like
But, like,
what
yeah,
a German person would be like. What is it? Is it-
Y-U-R-K or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Why is it in English? I never got that or thought of it. Oh, that's really funny.
Like, I mean, my only thought is that it's in English kind of as a sort of like middle finger to the places that they're.
So they can
Blowing
read
up.
it as it's falling.
It's like, it says New York. Oh my
that's
God.
us.
Like that wasn't gonna do the like just
Yeah.
the atom bomb falling.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, who do you think that's for? Is it?
oh, that's for us. I see.
Or
I
what
see
if
now.
like New York got Chicago's? They're like, oh, that's not for us. Like,
Don't worry about it. It's misguided.
Yeah, and like, it's weird to say, but like, I actually kind of like that that Captain America kills people.
In
like,
Germany, apparently, it's written in German.
wait, is it really?
oh, maybe they changed it for.
They were
Oh,
like,
that's-
Americans might not understand the joke.
Oh, that's
oh no,
funny.
just the German word for New York is New York.
Oh,
Oh, well, then
Oh.
I'm an idiot.
I was agreeing with. I guess we're all
No.
idiots here. That's really funny.
Really? But
I guess we called.
like
Oh,
no, if like
jeez.
Yeah, that was
that part
violent.
that part is always like, holy crap.
but like the way we say Italy and like the way Italy's spelled like in for Italian is like different.
Right, like
So I
Deutschland
just thought,
versus Germany.
yeah,
If
I just thought
Deutschland
maybe
is-
it's different.
Thanks, Swad Pride. We learned so much.
But maybe since we named it, it's what we call it.
That makes sense.
I guess yeah, it's technically a proper noun.
That's funny.
Anyone else want to weigh in on? Does anyone
on our
disagree
not
with that? Does
knowing
anyone
about
wanna...
cities.
What's
well,
that?
it's a proper noun. We're not book people. We're comic
comic
book
people. It's
Yeah,
very
we're
different.
comic book people.
I love the ship design and how it
Yeah.
matches the like submarine design and like there's a certain flavor to Hydra's tech.
I can do this all day. What if you just said that every time?
His catchphrase over and over again.
I can do this all day.
Or just nope. He just says nope.
Nope.
Oh, nope.
What'll it be, Captain America? You want some hot dogs? Yeah, I can do this all day. Paper or plastic, Captain? Paper. I can do this all day.
I like Rob pointed out this is the biggest single piloted ship I've ever seen. Like,
It's huge. Look at all this space.
it's only for one person.
Red Skull,
but
man,
it
he's an
is
arrogant SOB.
huge. Like if anything goes wrong,
Plenty of
he's
room to
just-
run around.
He's got to run to the back.
Get some sprints in there.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. Like going back to like that sort of like retro futuristic style of the 40s, like that this film so well like uses like it's like this is the most impractical ship. Like there's no way this thing would fly.
No. I like the power.
There's a man with no skin on his face, and the
firing
pilot
at a star-spangled man.
And the ship is the problem we have.
Yeah.
The power of the gods line I thought was great.
Yeah.
For the Tesseract.
No, I do like this a lot because we find out later that this is like the Tesseract is the space stone or the space gem, right? Like I love the way he dies.
Yeah. Because that gives potential for...
Because look, like, the sky opens up, there's another side to the universe, and we see that in Avengers. And I think, like...
He just gets transported.
Like, I think he actually just got transported to the other side of space.
So that's what I'm saying, they can use him again.
So it is, like, entirely, like, it's... Whether they knew it or not, it's so smart.
Yeah, that's just like the Thor and you know...
It takes him to Project 42. He's just trapped in.
Yeah. He's trapped in the negative zone
He's
now.
like, darn it. Should have done a little research.
In the negative zone. Fox owns me now. What have I done?
Oh no, I'm a property of Fox
I teleported to Fox. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the part where I'm just like, okay, so wait, why does he have to just like he just can't land it? He just can't like.
Yeah. Is the landing gear broken?
He can't just blow it. Like, this is the only part of the movie that I just don't buy. So if any of you fans have a theory onto why he has to do this that maybe I've missed, I would love to hear it.
All the bombs, I guess, on the plane?
Well, but, like, even so, like, he's got bombs, whatever, just land. And the Tesseract's not there anymore, so, like, is it even powered anymore? Like, are the bombs even powered? Like, I feel like this is the only hole in the movie that I just don't buy.
Gotta put it in the water.
Just land it in New York. You don't have to launch the bombs. And the plane itself is not a bomb, right?
He's not a rule breaker. He's got to go. He's like, well, these
a lot of people are gonna die
for these countries.
I gotta fly them around. They're labeled.
I want to be rude.
Or just like turn it around and go back to Germany.
What if he just has really bad OCD? Like that's Captain America's whole thing.
He's not about being noble. He's about.
He's not even a noble guy. He's just more of a obsessive compulsiveness that he's
got to do this thing.
Like I would love to hear like Peggy giving him those things. Like I've got to put it in the water. No, Steve, literally just turn around. No, Peggy,
I got to put it in the water.
I've got to put it in the. Steve, turn the plane around. I'm gonna get a pilot in here to tell you how to do all of these things. You do not have to do this.
But.
All that being said. It is a very dramatic, like...
Oh, yeah. It's a big
moment. Big moment for her and, like, Peggy. Like, I just love the way it's performed.
Yeah, the acting's great.
I just wish there was a little bit more reason for why he had to put it down.
If it was, like, on fire...
Yeah.
If it was about to explode, there was a bomb, had a countdown.
Yeah, like, before maybe he transfers to the space, he get, like, something.
Yeah,
that would have been just a tiny... Like, it's... I see your point because it could be fixed with literally the tiniest dialogue.
It's in the script that I need to crash into the sea, Penny. Peggy, that's
Penny,
great.
it's already written in the script.
That's so good.
It's so sad.
Yeah. Oh.
Like there is an element of this film like not pulling any punches, like more so than any other Marvel film.
Yeah, this hurts. This scene hurts every time.
And like seeing like the guy getting chopped up in the blades and like the Red Skull like disappearing is gruesome. Like there's some elements of this that are like oh my god. True. And the same with like Bucky dies, now Steve dies. There are elements like it kind of doesn't pull any punches, you know?
Yeah. I agree.
And how appropriate for a World War II movie also.
Right.
Like it is like such a tragic.
And like Swan Pride just said, the best romance in the MCU, never being able to work. It is a
like the moment in Winter Soldier between Peggy and Steve.
Yeah.
Is like one of the saddest moments of the entire MCU.
Winter Soldier's so good. Coming soon to Popcorn Talk Watchalong.
Yeah, we'll have to do that in a couple weeks. I can't even imagine what it was like to live in the 40s and have this giant war, and then to survive it and for it to be done. Like,
yeah, what that felt like. Oh, that's right next to the diamond from Titanic. Makes sense. That's where we found this. We found the Hope Diamond.
We found this Hope Diamond.
Tosses it away. Picks up Tesseract.
It's like, keep looking for the Tesseract. Garbage.
James Cameron will find it.
And I love that she gets this file, and then we see it later in the first season of Agent Carter.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just like a really cool sort of callback.
Good job, prop master.
Aww.
First Avenger.
And what's awesome is that that's very literally the end of the Captain America story. Like, literally, like, if you think about it, that's the end of his story. Like, that's where that movie stops.
Yeah.
Is a kid with a shield running away inspired by Captain America.
Right, that's true.
Because this is flash forward.
To now, yeah. And kids need heroes. Yeah, I love that.
He has beautiful lashes.
So
like,
long,
this is
so
almost
much.
an epilogue.
Those are extensions.
Like,
Yeah,
narratively,
lash
this is an
extensions.
epilogue.
Right, right. And it's for the Avengers.
And it's like to foreshadow the Avengers. Like, I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
that is the end
this
of that
kid
movie.
is inspired. He runs off to be a hero in, like, the 60s during Vietnam or whatever. You know,
Right.
like...
And then this is for us to have the Avengers.
Yeah.
That's gonna be weird.
What's that?
I mean, he was like in the ice a little bit ago.
Oh, yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
oh,
I
it's
forgot you
dead. I
haven't
woke
seen
up
this.
in this room. Oh, is this heaven?
Heaven is baseball in New York.
Giving her period of purple clothes to make it less jarring. So smart.
Oh.
It would feel like... Oh, it's so cool.
Ooh.
And they'd look like frickin' aliens.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Like, can you imagine? Like, he's been out for 75 years.
Yeah.
I feel like that's my life sometimes, though. I
Bust
feel
through the
like
wall.
I'm like that's like I live in that world.
You got
Like, can you
Truman
imagine
Show.
how, like
what this would look like?
Or if I-
this would be terrifying.
And this reveal is so great.
Yeah, like this Times Square reveal, like,
Oh, this is so cool.
and like the 1940s guys up there, like on
Yeah.
the screen, but like,
What?
Baskin Robbins.
And
Ah!
this is already overwhelming for anyone.
yeah, like that's overwhelming to us. Like, I can't imagine what this would be like for him.
It's a good thing people only drive Acuras in New York, otherwise they'd have to get the licensing
Oh,
rights.
jeez.
He seemed pretty receptive to that. They should have opened with that.
Oh, shucks. Baskin Robbins always finds out.
Who said that?
Miscellaneous videos. Good call.
Oh, good call, miscellaneous videos.
Oh, man. Oh, let's see.
See, like that very literally could have been.
The end of Cap?
Well, but like that could have been like a tag at the end.
Yeah.
That could have been like a post-credit scene.
Oh yeah. I love the "I have a date" line. Oh, it's so good. These credits are gorgeous
And
too.
after the credit, it's them on their date.
Yeah.
With a mannequin that looks like in the 40s room. He's back and he goes back to the 40s.
I can't handle it, you guys.
Like, and I think like
Put me back in the 40s
Age of Ultron, where he has like the dream sequence where he's like dancing with her. It's like so sad. It's like
because it's a continuation of this.
Oh,
did you see Age of Ultron?
I did see that
so that's
one.
Like that
didn't
line.
make any sense to me then,
but now,
I'm gonna Star Wars this. I'm gonna go backwards through all the movie.
The prequel Captain America trilogy. This is episode 1.
Oh man, that was good, guys.
You enjoyed yourself?
I enjoyed myself thoroughly.
1
that
o'clock.
Was super good.
Do you guys want to take it from me, like just kind of wrap everything up? I've got to go get our next show started.
Should we go to the post-credit scenes?
Go as far as you want.
Aren't there some?
It's the Avengers. It's the trailer for the Avengers.
Oh, there's no credit scene? I thought there was a scene.
No, there's a post-credit, but the post-credit is the like him boxing in the gym, and then it goes like the quick cuts of the Avengers stuff.
That's right. I remember that now. Well, gang, we have a show to do.
But let's at least get through this.
Okay.
Because like I do
these
like
are so great.
These are so great. Like, and they're all like pulled, like they're just like
3D rendered beautiful versions of art from the 40s.
And like there's almost an element of like, yes, this is what we allowed to inspire our telling like this particular film, you know? Like, and there's like, it's strange to say, but there's an element of this movie that's like, man, I wish I was alive in the 40s. Like this all looks...
that's like I was saying, that positivity, that optimism.
Yeah, like that.
I mean, obviously we are looking at it from a nostalgic, positive, like...
Very true.
It's very good that we're not sexist, racist anymore. I'm proud of us for that.
Yeah, and it's good that we don't have to fight polio anymore.
Right,
like,
there
I enjoy,
are things that
like...
have evolved, and, you know, food being readily available at all times.
Yeah.
But no, I think I love Captain America for the optimism that he represents, and I think, if anything, if we bring that from the 40s to now and let the racism and sexism stay there,
sure,
we'd be doing okay.
And I do think it's very smart of Marvel to be like, yeah, you know what? There are a lot of other countries in the world that are not America, and some of those countries actually don't like us.
Yeah,
so
we'll call it the First Avenger.
Calling our movie Captain America, then trying to sell it to Germany.
Right.
You know,
it's a tricky thing.
Yeah, it's tricky. So not that Germany hates America. It's a different time.
But
like,
I guarantee in.
Oh, I want to see if they say.
Oh, the body double.
The body double, yeah. All right, and this is where I'm gonna take off. 4F Dr. Loud Jerk. Can you imagine like that's your Loud
hey, man,
Jerk?
You're in Captain America.
Boy.
I didn't see.
I haven't seen it yet. Oh man, I didn't see a credit for him.
Stunt
I mean, he's got to have a
Captain America stunt doubles. Captain America running double.
Stunt.
Captain America early Steve Rogers stunt double. He's got to be one of those guys.
Michael Byridge.
He's got to be one of those guys.
Marvel
Danny
Lights.
DeVito?
Killing it, putting in the work.
Marvel Lights. Go look up Michael. Was it Gyrich or Hyrich?
Google it.
Yeah, Google it.
Google
All right.
it and tell
and then
us.
let us know.
You guys wrap this up. I'm gonna go get our show ready.
Okay.
Bye, Marvel Lights. We'll see you in 30 minutes.
See you
I'm
in
gonna
half an
fast
hour.
forward to the credit scene, guys. Wait, no, that'll mess up the sync. I'll wait. Nope, it's too late. I've already done it.
It's already been done.
It's funny to watch because I can't hear it.
Oh yeah, so you're just seeing us look insane.
Look insane. Yes.
Look at all these people making magic, making movies.
This is great.
Thanks, everyone here. This goes on for some time.
It's so upbeat. It's so catchy.
The music in this movie is on point.
I just keep going with it. I'm having
Stop.
a good old time.
2 hours.
Make sure.
Oh, hey. We're waiting for that post-credit scene. I hear the voice of Key in the voice of Doom.
Oh, I thought it was my dad this entire time.
Just ominously.
Dad?
What?
Dad?
Voice of Doom.
Yo, Doom.
Doom.
Yeah, Matt Key's in the booth chilling, getting ready for Marvel Movie News. Which, if people are watching this watch along any other time, they should check out Marvel Movie News.
In half an hour, 1:30 on Thursday, live from us to you.
1:30 Pacific Standard Time.
Boom.
Every week with Matt Key, Coy Jandreau, and Meredith Placco. And today, Jaden LaBelle.
7 years of peace and counting. That's right, Germany. Swan Pride Online. Very exciting. I think we always idealize the past because we don't, see the problems of then now. Because we have evolved out of them. Every year has problems. We're just getting better and better, gang. How many people think we'll see Skinny Steve in Civil War? I think we might have a flashback scene. I'm not sure if they go that way, but that would be very exciting. Actually, yeah, any live chat questions on the fly? You've got, 2 minutes. Because right now we're in the riggers and modeling and match movers, and that means we still have some CGI stuff. 2 hours does seem short compared to Batman vs. Superman, Civil War, and both Avengers. That's true. The pacing is just the only thing I really have an issue with this movie. It was better than I remembered. It's a good B, but it's still, I think, in the lower half of what Marvel has done. Which is just commendable, because this movie is better than many comic movies from the 90s. So how'd you enjoy it?
What?
How'd you enjoy it?
Oh, I enjoyed it very much. It was a lot of fun. I thought it was, you know what? As someone who's never seen a Captain America movie, but just familiar with the comics, I was excited to see sort of the difference because it can be a little hokey sometimes. Yeah. So it's sort of nice seeing him put into a way that was digestible for
every audience.
For everyone. They really hit it with everyone on this, and I appreciated that, and I was really sad. It was sad.
Right? It's rough.
Oh,
this
man.
is an intense one.
I didn't know I was going to, cry
You wait for
today.
Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier's like an espionage thriller. It's so brilliant.
I don't know if my heart
so
can handle it.
It's intense. Got that Robert Redford.
But I hear that one's really good, so I'm
that and Guardians, I think, are the two best. Mm-hmm. But I haven't seen Civil War yet. Looks incredible. I'm in the minority, but I enjoyed Iron Man 2 more than Cap 1. I said it. Live chat. I said it.
Coy said it, not me.
I said it. I do think this was better than Age of Ultron, though. Or on par with Age of Ultron, I should say. Because I enjoyed Age of Ultron upon revisiting it. All right, we're into them songs.
Man, there are a lot of people who worked on this.
And the credits aren't even everybody, man. Movies are a lot of work.
Yeah, no, it's
a
lot
army.
of people don't get snubbed when it comes to this, but there's so many people in these credits.
So everyone in the film industry, keep killing it. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Winter Soldier will probably be in a couple weeks, not next week. It'll be before Civil War by a fair margin, but in the next 5 or 6 weeks or so. We'll let you know. I don't know how I'd rank them specifically, but I will think about it. All right, post-credit scene. We made it through the credits.
Is that what's in those?
Mm-hmm. Usually sand.
They're like little beanbag beans.
Little pellets. Yeah, 'cause this was literally right leading up to Avengers. That's right. pretty cool.
Whoa. When's that movie come out?
5 years ago. 4 years ago.
Oh, I can't wait for May 2012.
Oh, man. It's going to be great. Well, guys.
That's going to be a good year.
That was a pleasure. And just because it's one of the lower half for me, it's still like eating ice cream. It's still a good flavor. It's just different ice cream than I'd normally get. It was a good time.
You know, just like Baskin-Robbins, you got to try
all 31. And they always find out. That was a pleasure, guys. Check us out when we do Winter Soldier the next couple weeks. We'll tweet it out in advance. And thanks for joining us. This has been Watchalong. Woo.
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network, we would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Popcorn Talk Network or its owners or principals.